is your First Alert 5 weather with Alan Rose.
All right, see the spotted deer? Take a look at this amazing photo from David K. Johnson Photography outside of Florissant. Amazing, just kind of running and galloping through the yard. And a photo from former News 5 anchor Greg Negrando. This is an iridescent cloud spotted on a recent trip out to Crested Butte. I told Greg I myself was out here just a few weeks ago, and it was amazing. Now, I didn't see anything quite this cool, and this is generally developed here when you get some water droplets in the upper levels of the atmosphere, a little bit of cirrus cloud development, and the higher sun angles this time of the year can cause that reflection and refraction and create almost a rainbow looking beautiful shot. The iridescent rainbow out there in the upper levels of the atmosphere, really pretty to see and somewhat of a rare thing to kind of catch. But Greg managed to get it. Now tonight we are seeing plenty of rain out there. As mentioned earlier in our 4:30 newscast, that rain was generally along and west of I-25. Now it's moving east of I-25. Still pockets of heavy rain, especially southeastern parts of the Springs. Broadmoor seeing some light showers. Northern parts of the Springs drying out a bit. But you can see Fort Carson down through Security and Widefield. Also the Fountain area getting some pockets of moderate to heavy rain. And here's the heaviest stuff right along Highway 96, Highway 50 into eastern parts of Pueblo County. Hamlet getting hammered right now. Pink colors indicating maybe some hail, some smaller hail, and also some heavy downpours. Still the potential tonight, as we are on weather alert here at News 5, that we'll continue to see through the middle of the evening. Heavy rain, areas of flooding, especially for our recent burn scars. Could see some of these storms turn severe, especially out east into the plains with 60-mile-per-hour gust and 1-inch hail, the bigger threats. And anytime severe weather is threatening, or even some of the heavier rain showers, you'll want to move indoors and wait until that active weather does pass. Now here's the latest high-res model. You can see by 6 o'clock moving out east. By that time, John Martin Reservoir, anytime between 6 and 8, starting to see some heavy rain here. La Junta as well. That's going to cool things down nicely this evening for the plains, where we did see some pretty toasty temps. Good news again, by 10 o'clock, most of the rain is gone. So I think the firework displays should be okay for the cities that are participating in that. I know a lot of different challenges and different movements and ideas that we're doing this time of the year because of the pandemic, not really the traditional firework displays that we've seen in years past. Still seeing a lot of water out there in downtown Springs, 62 degrees, 80% humidity, wind out of the north at about 15. Look at the temperature drop in Pueblo. It's now down to 68 degrees as we head towards 5:44 on this Saturday evening. 66 Canyon City, still 82 in Walsenburg. You can see areas that haven't seen the rain yet out east into the plains, still in the 80s and 90s. And these dew point temperatures quite high. Anything above 50 is really good for Colorado standards. And we even have some spots above 60 this evening. Now on Sunday, we'll see generally dry skies early. Still a chance we'll see some thunderstorms in the afternoon, but I don't think it will be as wet nor as active as what we've seen out there today on Independence Day. So starting out generally clear, maybe a few clouds left over out east to the eastern counties, and then we'll start to get some showers and storms develop. I think this model really favors the higher terrain with the better chances for rain. I still think late in the afternoon to early evening, we'll see some of that rain traverse east into the I-25 corridor. So your lows tonight stay fairly mild, only dropping down to the 40s in the mountain towns, 50s and 60s for the I-25 area and the eastern plains. Highs tomorrow into the 80s around the Springs, 89 Canyon City, 70 at Woodland Park, 79 at Monument. And we stay pretty comfortable temperature-wise, not too hot through Monday. Then as the atmosphere dries out, the temperatures start to rise, and by the end of the week, mid to upper 90s in the forecast. Pueblo, you'll see 90s all the way through Wednesday, and then we could see at least 3 consecutive days at or above the century mark. Canyon City 89, then up to 91. Then the heat really settles in heading towards the end of the week. Woodland Park, we go from the 70s Sunday into Monday up into the 80s. So a little heat wave on the way next week, Andy, but still for the rest of the holiday weekend could see some more thunderstorms.